Welcome back, viewers at home. I am joined by Farzana Abdullah, who is a volunteer and chief coordinator for IMA Baytul Nur's Family Wellness Weekend. And as I said earlier on, she's joining us to just give us more information around this event that is actually designed to promote health, wellness, and empower community. And it is promising to have an array of activities to look forward to. But assalamu alaikum and jazakallah so much for joining us.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Jazakallah khair. We really appreciate this opportunity.
Afwan. Now, Mrs. Abdullah, if I may ask, what exactly inspired, the initiative itself?
Okay, so for all those who do know IMA or Baytul Nur, you would know the kind of work that we do. So we are very involved in giving out bursary funds. We do mobility aids. We do what else do we? We do education in different parts of the medical field. We also give out sponsorships to those who can't afford education, and so the thing now today is that we are really struggling with getting diapers, crutches, all of those things. So there's a lot of things that we have soup kitchens. We are able to do a lot, in the community, but all of that needs funding. So what inspired us to do this is the funding that we need. So this event is now our fifth, and we're looking forward to a very good event, a very good response from the community, inshallah. And we hope that everybody will come out and support us on the 9th and 10th of August.
Inshallah, inshallah. And with that being said, what can attendees expect from the Family Wellness Weekend?
Well, the IMA Baytul Nur is hosting a tea garden, which will facilitate all of the things that we need to raise money for. But also on the day, there's free blood pressure, sugar testing. We've got cholesterol testing as well. We've got pap smears that is at a minimal cost. There's breast screenings for the ladies. Obviously, there's going to be entertainment as well. In the speakers corner, we have several prominent doctors who will be there. We've got a rheumatologist, we've got two psychologists, we have a GBV section where we're going to be having a panel discussion with a GBV survivor. We also have trending at the moment on the net is a book just launched with Burni, so we have the author for that as well. We have so many things lined up for the day. We've got kiddies activities. There's lots of food stalls. There's all your usual vendors who will be selling abayas and clothing and everything else. So it promises to be a very fulfilling weekend. And very interestingly, though, and I think people are going to love this one, we've got somebody who's going to be doing full body scans on the day. So if you want to know whether your liver is in trouble, or whether your kidneys are ailing, or whether you have parasites, she will be able to tell you that. Also, we have also interestingly, we have a cardio tech. Now, everybody knows that when you go to a cardiologist, it's quite an expensive affair. So this cardio tech is now offering a heart echo for, I can't even mention the price because I'm quite shocked with it. But come out there and see what she has for you. That's the place to be on the 9th and 10th. Section, there's the vitamin section, there's a drip bar. So if you're feeling very low, stressed out, and you feel like you need a boost, we've got a drip bar going there as well. And there's just so much that there is to offer. I wish I could tell you everything, but I think from what I have told you, I know that you want to be there as well.
Certainly, certainly, because we know that the medical bills, they are so high, it's unbelievable. It's like making me feel like, to live, you gotta pay a price for that.
Yeah,
But
and
yeah,
I
it's
think when you mentioned that part, that it's very costly. That's the reason IMA Baitul Noor is there to facilitate all of those costs that people can't afford, and that's what inspired this event to take place. And in the previous years, it was just open to ladies only, but this year it's open to everyone. So everybody welcome.
now just coming to the theme of the event, which is around, building community and, solidarity in that sense. You touched on something that, South Africa, we've seen it's quite an epidemic, which is gender-based violence. I mean, we're trying to find the cause, we're trying to find solutions, we're trying to, make sure that we don't have more cases coming up around, the topic or the conversation of gender-based violence. Can you tell us exactly how are you creating an environment that will be encouraging to, in a sense of open dialogue and healing when it comes to really coming forward on all things gender based violence?
Well, it's something that the IMA and Baytul Nur deals with on a daily basis. We've got cases coming in on daily basis, and the counseling continues every day. But also, it's not something that needs to be swept under the carpet anymore. And I think most especially in our sectors of communities where we're used to sweeping these kinds of things under the carpet, it can't be done anymore. We have to speak about it, and we have to pay tribute to those who go through it, and we have to honor also their dignity. But we also have to give them spaces in which to speak in. And so IMA Baytul Nur continues to have programs for women to empower them, to make sure that they know what's happening around this GBV topic, and also just to make them aware that there are solutions out there. You don't have to sit in the house and continue under that vile act. You can get help, and that's what Baitul Noor does. It offers counseling. It then offers financial help to these women, and when they decide to set themselves free from it, it then empowers them and their children to move forward under better circumstances. And at this event, we have our own volunteer who went through it, and she's going to be in a panel discussion with myself and a psychologist, and hopefully we'll be attracting a crowd that will see, what she went through, how she decided to come through it, and how she decided to leave this relationship, what she's done with her life, which is very interesting. There's always a way forward. There's always something out there for you, and nothing is impossible once you put your mind to it. So we look forward to that panel discussion with her, and I think it's going to inspire a lot of women and even men out there who are going through the GBV thing.
And I know the event is a family wellness weekend, and we know that there are going to be little ones who need to be, entertained and kept busy in that sense. Are there activities tailored for them, or they're just going to be part of the crowd in terms of getting tested, sitting through the conversations that are quite, very, very serious conversations at that?
Well, interestingly enough, we have an ex-teacher who's going to be running the activities for the children on that day. And she's got quite an interesting lineup on that day. She's got little races for them. She also has activities, coloring activities. She's got ball skills activities. She's got hand and eye coordination activities for them. So while the moms and dads shop, there's a space where you can leave your little one and be sure that they're going to be having fun as well as being educated. On the Saturday morning, which is the 9th of August, there's an oral hygienist who will be talking to the kiddies about oral hygiene and how to keep their teeth in pristine condition. We do have little topics along the way for them that will be done by various people. So yes, there's also face painting for them, and we've got somebody who's going to be doing little mehndi designs on their little hands for them. So inshallah, it also promises to be quite a nice time for the kids as well.
Will there be any activities directed towards, creating awareness for the kids in terms of, inappropriate touch, or just for them to understand what it means to be violated, all in the plight of just addressing and creating awareness around gender based violence? Because we all
Sorry,
know
can
and
you
we've
repeat that
seen.
question, please? I can't hear you.
I'm asking to say, with the activities that you've just expressed to us that are just going to be there for the kids, I want to find out from you, will there be activities around educating the little ones around, inappropriate touch, since we know that gender-based violence does not only affect adults but also kids as well?
Most definitely. The ex teacher who's going to be there will definitely be touching on this with them. She'll be educating them on what's right and what's wrong. She'll also be giving them, leeway as to express themselves on the day and how they feel about this topic as well. So, yes, there will be activities around GBV as well with the kids.
Interesting. Now, moving along, in terms of the volunteers and the community partners, can you tell us a bit on who are those individuals who are making this event, possible and hopefully a success?
Well, I'd like to start with our creator who's given us the opportunity to go with this. Without him, nothing would be possible. I'd like to thank our husbands and children who stand behind us and support us through all our activities, not just this one. We're very grateful to them for their support as well. I'd also like to thank Inks TV who came on board with us. Our media partner, Radio Al Ansar, who's given us space to do our advertising very, very helpful in all our interviews. And I'd also like to thank Radio Islam, Channel Islam. I'd like to thank sorry, can you hear me?
Yes, we can certainly hear you.
Okay. I'd also like to thank the staff and the staff of IMA and Baytul Nur who do a phenomenal job in supporting all of our activities. And I'd also like to thank our volunteers who are a group of at least 16 to 20 ladies who work tirelessly, not on just this event for the past 6 months, but on every event that and every activity that we have. They work with such zest, with such passion, with such commitment, even though they are mothers, they are wives, they are children, they are mothers to their children, they are, sisters, they are everything. And we've become just a community on our own as sisters. And I'd like to thank them as well for doing this. I'd like to thank all our vendors who've came on board and who've supported us through this. And in advance, I'd like to thank the community who I know will come on the day and be absolutely supportive, inshallah.
Inshallah. And in closing our conversation, can you just remind us on the details around the event itself in terms of the date, the time, the location, etc.?
Okay, so NMJ Hall is situated in the Morningside area of Durban. So it's just off Henry Road, the 9th and 10th of August, Saturday and Sunday. On the Saturday, we'll be running from 10 o'clock in the morning to 10 o'clock in the evening. On Sunday, we are running from 10 o'clock in the morning to 6 o'clock in the evening. And we have just a 10 Rand entrance fee. So just a 10 Rand entrance fee will get you all of the activities and all the vendors and everything else. But I just also like to add, trending at the moment on the net, I think we've all seen it, is the Palestinians who are banging their pots to show the hunger that they're going through at the moment. So, in honor of the Palestinians and in tribute to the Palestinians, when we do open our event on the Saturday, the 9th of August, inshallah, there will be a pot banging ceremony outside the NMJ hall. And anybody who wants to participate with us is most welcome to open up our event with the pot banging ceremony in solidarity with the Palestinians, inshallah.
Mrs. Abdullah, Jazakallah so much for joining us tonight and really giving us more information around the event and really just giving us, some hidden information in terms of what drives it and really the mission around it and what attendees can certainly look forward to when it comes to the day or rather the weekend itself. Jazakallah so much.
Thank you so much for having me. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Viewers at home, that was the chief coordinator and volunteer for IMA Baytul Nur's Family Wellness. And she was just sharing information on the Family Wellness Weekend that's going to be taking place on the 9th and 10th of August. So make sure you do follow them on their pages or just follow the event so that you don't miss out any event or anything to look forward to when it comes to the event itself. But for now, we're going to head over to an ad break. We'll see you just after this.